Okay, so you are going to begin in a standing position. We're going to do a little elongation first and then go through your corrections in standing. So your hands are on your hips, feet are hip distance apart, and you're going to press down into your hands to lift the spine up nice and tall. Elbows are reaching out wide. And you're going to take your left hand to the side of your left hip and just gently glide your hips a little bit to the left. And then you're going to take your right hand to the side of your right ribs. And you can even kind of cup the side here. You're going to glide your ribs a little bit to the right and rotate them back on the right. And then you're going to maintain this. We're going to bring your left hand on top of your left shoulder. And the shoulders are gliding a little bit to the left in addition to the hip, but try not to sink in like I just was. So you're still lifting nice and tall. And you're going to reach that right arm up on the diagonal. Chin drops down. And you're inhaling through the nose, trying to increase the space behind your right ribs. And exhale. Try to lift up taller through the crown of the head. Belly is just drawing in slightly towards the spine here. And inhale again. And exhale. Try not to shrink down, back down into yourself. Nice job. Go ahead and relax. Shake it out. And you're going to make your way onto your back on your mat. Just a little bit. Okay. So we're going to start with that diagonal breathing. Your hands are going to come to the sides of the ribs again. So fingers in the front, thumbs wrap behind, and you can just let your knees kind of rest against each other. This is a comfortable position for you. And on your inhale, I want you to try to breathe out and back into your right thumb and out and forward into your left fingertip. So we're working on that rotational breath, trying to get the whole rib cage to rotate over to the right. So inhale. And exhale. So we're trying to inhale for a count of 6. And exhale for a count of 6. Inhale for a count of 7. And exhale for a count of 7. Inhale again. Count of 8. Trying to work our way up to a count of 10 each way. And exhale. So the more that you do this, the higher number you can start with. So I want you to begin at 5 and try and work your way up. If you feel like you're holding your breath, just kind of pause at the number right before that so you don't get lightheaded and want to pass out. Go ahead and extend your legs out to the width of the mat. Arms reach overhead. You're reaching down through the heels, out through the fingertips. Chin drops down. Inhale again. Reaching through the fingertips, out through the heels, and exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. Good. Go ahead and center your legs. You're going to bring your left hand on top of your left shoulder. Right arm is reaching overhead and right leg is bent. So you're going to find the length through the right arm, length through the left leg, and exhale, you're going to bring the arm to a hover, leg to a hover, and inhale, lower. As you exhale, I want you to think about dropping down and back through the right ribs, lengthening out through the straight leg, out through your fingertips, and inhale, lower. exhale and lift and hold. And now try and draw teeny tiny circles, keeping the hips nice and still. And circle for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower everything down. You can slide that leg in and let the knees sway side to side for a moment just to kind of release. It's a lot of static holding there. Okay, good. So you're going to come onto your stomach next. Go ahead and grab that pillow and put it under your hips. I forgot mine, so. You want to have it at a spot where it's taking that arch out of your lower back. You're going to bring your forehead onto your hands, lengthen through the legs, press the tops of the feet down into the floor, pull the belly up away from the mat. And you're going to inhale and just hover the head, trying to rotate those right ribs away from the floor. Finding more and more length, belly still drawing up, and then lower down on your exhale. Inhale, reach long through the feet, out through the top of the head, hover the head. And exhale, lower. Inhale, try to expand back into those right ribs. And hover the head, finding length through the back of the neck. And lower back down. And one more time, finding length and reach through the feet, through the head. Rotating the right ribs away and lower back down. Nice job. We're going to come up out of this position and make your way onto your side. We're going to start on your left side. Okay, so this is your primary convexity. This is a side that you want to keep lifted away from the floor the whole time. Okay, so bottom leg is bent, top leg is straight. You can make a pillow for your head with your arm here. And you're going to take your top arm and reach it the whole way overhead. Oops, oh my gosh. I'm on my primary convexity. Okay. Anyway, sorry, you're lengthening through the right leg, you're lengthening through the right arm so that those ribs are popping up off the mat just slightly. And inhale, lower the leg. So exhale and lift the leg. So we're also trying to help with that right hip glide. So your tendency is for this hip to live very close to this bottom rib. You want to find a reach through the right heel to increase this space, reaching out through the fingertips without pushing the right ribs forward. And exhale. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and hold. And now draw teeny tiny circles without those ribs dropping down. So we're trying not to like hike up under here. You're finding so much length through that top side of the waist that that bottom side kind of naturally wants to lift off. So try not to be too forceful here and circle the other way. Good for 3 and 2 and 1. Whew, nice job. Go ahead and relax. You can kind of tap that hip out and just fan the feet up a few times to release through the spine. Good, nice work. Okay, other side. So now we're going onto your right side, which is your primary concavity. Let those ribs lay down onto the floor. And your top arm is reaching straight out from the shoulder. You feel like you're reaching for something that's a little too far away. Exhale and lift. Pull back through the belly button. Inhale, lower. Exhale and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale and lift. Inhale, lower. 2 more times, really reaching. And last time, now keep that leg lifted, teeny tiny circles. Trying to take the wiggle out of the hips, out of the shoulders, tension out of the neck. And circle the other way for 5 and 4, 3, 2, reach more through the fingertips here and let everything relax. Awesome work. Okay. You are going to come into a standing position. Last thing, running just a little bit long, sorry. You're going to use your big ball and your left hip is against the ball. I want you to walk your feet in so that your right foot is directly under your hip here. You're trying to push your hips into the ball here. You can start off using the wall for balance. And now without moving the ball, you're going to lift your left foot off the ground and then bring it back down. Trying to maintain that beautiful length that you achieved at the beginning of class and hopefully maintained. Not really class, but the beginning of the video. Lift the foot and lower down. You should feel a tremendous amount of work happening at the side of the right hip. If you don't, you're likely not doing it correctly. Probably your foot's a little bit too far away from the wall. Cross your arms over your chest and let's do a few more here. And exhale and lift. Oh my goodness. This is the side I need to do this on as well. And don't do enough of it. Good, just one more time, lifting it off. Nice job. Shake it out. Okay, and we'll do the other side. Should be just slightly easier on this side. So make sure that left foot is directly under your hip. You're still finding length through the crown of the head. Belly is pulling back towards the spine, and you're trying not to move the ball. Good. Do whatever you want, whatever feels good here. Sometimes this feels nice to help widen that upper back. Think about your corrections here, drawing the right ribs back, left hip back. Last time. Awesome work.